good morning. Sorry, I got a little overly excited. As you can see, I got stuff laying everywhere. I've already went through a lot I should have been recording on. It's the starter. So I got the bug pretty much all gutted. I got a battery in. We checked voltage. Everything seems to be getting power. The lights turned on, everything. So what I noticed is the starter was bad because when I was trying to get it to turn over, it wouldn't do anything. So if you look under here, got a brand new starter. I'm gonna clean up some of these wires a little bit, but brand new starter. And if you look, there's one bolt there, well, nut that goes on a stud. Okay, then when you come up on the top, your other one is gonna be down there. That nut right there is a bolt that works. Okay, and right now, how I have it, I just have a piece of wire hooked onto my starter, and the key is on. So we got some gas on the way right now. We're gonna see if it'll run longer, but the key's on, so we'll just give it a little, try not to catch on fire type shit. And then you just take this wire, touch it right here. We know it runs. So it's gonna run. Yeah, so she'll run. I also had to take the distributor out of my sandrail, which is electronic distributor, and replace this one because this one wasn't working right. So it's probably old. Yeah, I mean, damn, look at that point gap. That's huge, but okay. It's probably why. Anyway, so now that's done. It runs. We're gonna get some brake fluid and we're gonna pump up the brakes. See if we get brake pedal, because the reservoir's right here. It is empty. So we're gonna see if I can get some brake pedal, try to get the seats mounted, and maybe test run this thing today. So wish I would have got more of it on video doing what I was doing, but I got excited, woke right up, came right outside and just started diving in. But I did trade my 2004 Silverado for this bug. So yeah, some people might call me dumb, but I have a soft spot for bugs. So yeah, let's stick around. We'll wait for some gas. I'll just get more footage of it. It's pretty simple though. Supposedly this motor was built. It's brand new, supposedly what I was told. It's supposed to be upgraded to 1914 or whatever, but I don't ever believe anyone when they say that. So one thing I do notice, whoever did put the engine in did put every single tin, all the rubber, everything back on like it's supposed to go. And here's a better shot of the tree that's growing through the bug. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, the little tab's broken on that. Yeah, so we get some brake fluid and some gas and we'll continue on. All right, so another issue I'm having right now, we got the carb taken apart, is thank you, baby. Set it down. If you see, well, you can't really see, but the back butterfly is not closing all the way. It looks like the throttle cable's too short. You see how it comes back? So I either need a really good spring or a shorter throttle cable. And right now the front isn't squirting, but the back is. So I need to clean out the jets down in here. So I'm gonna take those out, take them all out, clean them all out real quick, and we'll see if we can get to run right. So after fighting with gas delivery and everything, I still got to clean up fuel lines and stuff and everything. I think we're pretty close now. Let's see. Let's do it from the key inside. Almost. Well, let's try this again. Alright, so maybe a little more cleanup on the fuel delivery, timing, and the idle. But a little more cleanup to make sure everything's perfect. But so far, she's alive. Try it one more time. It's a little slow. Something. A little tinkering. We're getting close. Having to do was unclog the fuel lines. I did take the carburetor apart and I cleaned out the jets, checked all the wiring, put a bunch of fresh gas in it. I was having issues with the fuel delivery or contaminated fuel, one of the two, but it's been sitting out here a minute. We're gonna see if it'll start right up for me. So yeah, we replaced the starter, replaced the distributor, cleaned out the carburetor, capped off the vacuum caps. I replaced the fuel pump, the fuel line, and cleared the lines going from back to front and put a bunch of fresh gas in it. And let's see if she'll just be nice to us. Of course not. Oh, I unhooked the battery. I forgot about that. Let's hook this battery up. And try it again. It's a little slow, but she's doing it right now. So we'll tinker with it a little more, try to get all the bugs dialed in, everything dialed in the right way. But that's pretty nice right there. So now I gotta get under here and do brake line. I got a line off right there. So I gotta get a piece of hose and connect that brake line and then get the brakes applied. I need to get a tire or air this one up. Test the clutch and then see if she'll drive. Actually cleaned up my mess now. So if it'll drive right now, we're gonna test drive it today. Just got the car yesterday, so let me figure this out with the brake line, get the seats mounted, and clean it out and see if she drives. So there it is, got the seats in, everything's in, floor's cleaned up, back seats in, got it all, the brakes are done, it seems to have good pedal. We'll check it out here in a little bit. Just waiting on my one wheel, and then we test drive it. I hope this is fun for you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right. So day 2 of working on the 70 bug, and I got the gas tank out. The line's clogged up. As you can see, I'm getting chunks out of the line, so I got to get something else in there, some more cleaner liquid. If I had some acetone, it'd be great. I'd just fill the line full of acetone and blow it through there. Next up is I'm gonna check inside the tank, but for right now, I got the air compressor hooked up to the line. I just replaced the lines under the bug and hooked it to this. We're just blowing air through it, trying to get all the chunks to come out until it's free flowing good. We're definitely gonna have to add a filter because I'm sure there's a whole bunch of gunk in there. And I know I could probably just replace all the fuel lines, but I feel like I'm stubborn and I want to do it this way first. So see what happens. We'll try to get it going. Again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, we have some fuel delivery issues. So here's the fucking no-class project of the day. Compressed air with vice grips, going to the gas line, going to there, blowing out their goddamn line. Yeah, I think we're clear now. Well, let's keep going. I'm gonna let it go for like 30 minutes just in case. Well, the fuel issue solved, but we got a new problem. As soon as it started running, it decided to lose the push rod off the rocker, break my push rod tube, bend 2 push rods. And that was not that bad, but it's pretty bent. So now we get to get push rod tubes and push rods and put everything back together. Oh, just my luck, I'll tell you what. So this is beginning to become a bigger job than I thought, but let's get it done, okay? Waiting on parts. We'll have the parts tomorrow. Good morning, good morning. So we got a calm spot in the storm. Yesterday was raining way too bad for me to do anything. So I got the push rod tube right here. I got a push rod and everything. We're gonna try to slap this push rod in real quick with the push rod tube, put the rocker assembly back together, and we're just gonna turn the engine over with no ignition. And we're gonna see if all the valves move like they should and listen for any clinking or clunking. Hopefully no bent valve or anything like that. Let's see what happens. Let's get this in there before it starts coming down on me. So first things first, you're gonna put the push rod tube in. These are adjustable ones, so it should be fairly simple. Just slide it up in there. And then get this side up in here and then pull it out. When you're right there, comes with a little O-ring on the back side right here, and you just tighten up your bolt or your nut on this bolt until we get it to hold in place. These are cool aftermarket. These are from Empy. They're aluminum push rod tubes and fully adjustable, so you can do this without taking the head off, which makes great for trail riding or anything on the side of the road or anything that you might have to do without taking the engine out of the car. So for right now, we're just gonna kind of get this fairly tight by hand, and we're just gonna test run right here. We'll see if it leaks in a little bit. There's an O-ring up against the nut right here. So O-ring right here. And then the lock nuts go on. Pretty simple. That was a lot easier than pulling the head out. And it's in there pretty tight. So now let's get the push rods and the rocker assembly back in here. And let's see what happens. Should be fairly quick. I got all of them. We are going to replace all of them. Just right now, I'm trying to race the rain. So let's try to do this without getting wet. And then I gotta find my 2 bolts. Oh, I think one of them's in there still. Yeah, one's still in there for the valve cover. One's over here on the trailer. So the push rods are the same size, so it doesn't really matter. I took these out of my other Volkswagen engine. So let's get these in there. Then take your rocker assembly. Make sure you don't forget your shims. Okay, let's get the shims on there. Sure, it doesn't matter which way they point. And then your rocker assembly. Oh, 1 second. Let's see if I can get the camera set up. You guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay, it's gonna go this way. Flip it over like that. And then line up your holes. And you wanna keep everything together. So put your push rods in the little cups. Push rod in the little cup. Get this push rod to go in its cup. Oh, well, get that one in the cup. Okay. And once all the push rods go in their little cups, you got 2 little washers. Where did my other little washer go? I know there should have been another little washer. There it is. Little washer on there. A little washer on here. Gotta keep these in line. Okay, now get your washers on. Got my other little washer right here. Get that washer on. And these go on. Maybe they go on the other way. 2 different threads. No, I have them the right way. It goes this way. Right there. And then this one right here. Okay, now grab our wrench, tighten her down, spin it over a couple times, and make sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to do. Where'd my crescent wrench go? I don't want to hurt these. Here, give me a second to find my crescent wrench. Set you over this chair at the boat. Okay, back with the crescent wrench. All the push rods are where they go. So let's get this on there nice and snug. We do need to double check the valve adjustment because I'm under the impression that they were too tight to begin with, which is what caused my push rod to bend. I'm hoping anyways. So I hope there's no internal damage, because if there is, then I gotta pull the engine out of the car. And I'm trying to avoid doing that at all costs. Okay. And I will tell you right now, every single one of them, that's not too tight right there, but all these are really tight filling. Oh, that one spins. So maybe not, it might be right. Pretty close to right anyways. So it's get it to turn over. You guys will be able to get a good view. Because I gotta stay up here and do this. Try to see if I can reach my arm up and crank the starter while I lay down right there. Okay, let's see. Yep, I can do this. Oh, did I unhook the battery? Yes, I did. Okay, battery's hooked up now. All we're doing right here is checking for function of all the valves and push rods moving. Nope. Nope, that push rod is not. This valve is stuck. I think this valve's stuck right here because this push rod's not. Yeah, that valve's stuck. So we got a stuck valve right there. Oh, it just popped out. And now my push rod is back out of its little happy home. That is exactly why this happened. You see these two push rods right here? They popped out again. This valve's stuck and wasn't letting this do its job. So something is bad in there. We're gonna have to pull the head off. Shit. All right. So we have a transfluid in my little oiler, and we're gonna keep squirting transfluid up on these valves. I'll get all the valves nice and wet, because what I think it is a stuck valve. And then we'll bump it over real slow. We're watching number 1 and number 2, the middle valves. They seem to be a little slow when they come out. Oh, it looks like they're freeing up right there. Yeah, got some good movement now. So we're gonna keep working the trans fluid until we get them all clean. Yeah, they look like they're coming back out, because I had a delay. Yeah, now my push rods aren't bending. So we'll just keep working it with some fluid on there until the valves move freely, and then we'll try to run it again and see what happens. All right, well, that's good news. So the valves were stuck, sticky valves. I might as well go ahead and take the other side off and lube all the valves up and do this again, but it's starting to rain on me pretty bad right now. So I'm gonna cover everything up. I'll come back out in a little while. If it's not raining too bad, we'll lube everything up again. Hopefully sometime this week we can get this bug out for a test drive. I hope this is helpful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right. So now I got the throttle cable unhooked. We're gonna see how she runs without the throttle cable hooked up. I've been having issues with that cable. I do have a new cable right here. Haven't got around to putting it in yet. We're gonna do that in a minute. Nice. Throttle cable has been holding my butterflies open. So every time I'm adjusting, I can't tell what's going on with the butterflies already open. So it's a little fast. Turn it down a little bit. I mean, a little fast ain't that bad. we're gonna get to the throttle cable. A little more tinkering on the adjustment, get it run just a little slower. And then hopefully get some air in this tire and finally drive it and see if the clutch and everything works. So let's get at this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. There it is. It's all dialed in pretty much with no throttle cable hooked up. I like it right there. Keep it there. Let's get the throttle cable. What I gotta do is I gotta cut the front right here where it goes in, and then I gotta tape the other one to it and pull it all the way through. That way I don't fight with getting it through there, because she sounded pretty good right here. So hopefully get to drive it today and finish up this video, get it closer for you guys. So I'm gonna jump on that throttle cable and then find some cutters, some tape, and get it in there and hooked up to the linkage and all that, make sure it all works, and then we'll be all right. New throttle cable, and we're going. So I got the new throttle cable in. Now my butterflies are closing all the way. So how you do that, just the way I do it anyways, I cut the little tab off the front up here, right? I tie my other cable to it and I just pull it straight back, and then just hook my new cable up, cut it to length, and test it out. Seems to be working good. Bug seems to be running good. So let's get some air in this tire, take her for a test run. All right, so it's test drive time. Let's get in, old girl. Let's hope she's nice to me. Give her a little gas. Fires right up. Oh, the hood was open. Drives. We're just going around the block. Brake check. Yep, got brakes. Like to be a success. Brakes working, clutch is working, it's going in gear, it's running. Yeah, we'll fix her up a little better. We'll get her way clean. Maybe not, might keep the patina look. Who knows? Oh, that bump was gnarly. Oh, she died. Uh-oh. Oh, she's right back on. Am I taking off in like third gear or something? I don't know what's going on here. Let's try that gear. There we go. Let's take it off in third. Second. The windshield's messed up, it's got all these bubbles in it. This car actually drives good. more adjusting on that carb. And then should be a happy little bug. So, that concludes this video. Till the next one, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.